Hey guys, happy Friday. What a beautiful day it's been. We've had an unbelievable week, and what a week in the markets. It has been a whipsaw of a market of going several hundred points up yesterday, 1,100 points down the day before with the Dow. But guess what? We're up about 300 points from where we were last week. We're off the all time high with the Dow by a little bit. Looks like we're going to end up around 52,300, but it's up about 300 points from where it was last week. The 10-year Treasury is up a little bit as a result of all the volatility to around 4.73. So that's jumped up about from 4.5 in the past week. And the VIX index, which measures volatility, is around 17. So not much difference, but that's more a result of today. If you would have been on there yesterday or the day before, the VIX would have been in the 20s. So it's a little calmer today. It's a little bit smoother, but a lot of stuff going on. Very interesting right now. And then I'll say what this means to all of you. We're seeing some big companies like Amazon's up double digits, Microsoft's up double digits this week, Apple's down significantly. So a lot of movement in like big jumps with big companies. One of the things you're starting to see now is they're starting to basically look at companies and say, hey, how much are you spending on AI? And it's impacting some of these bigger companies' bottom line to a point where the stockholders aren't happy with them, and there's other people that are utilizing a little bit better, not spending quite as much, and it's not impacting their bottom line. So AI is going to be, I know everybody knows it's going to be huge, but how much companies spend on this and the return on that investment is going to, I think, going to start to become a lot more important to people. There was a lot of volatility in the market this week also because the Fed decided to keep interest rates flat, which I said this before. I think that's going to be good because they're really wanting to raise interest rates to combat inflation. And if we can keep them where they are, I think that'll be great. Oil, what a July oil has been, and or a crazy ride the month of July has been for oil. It's been as low as $72 a barrel up to $102 a barrel. Right now it's around 88, which that's a lot more stable and less volatile. And hopefully things with Iran can basically cool down. I don't know how this plays out and how it resolves long term, but just hopefully cooler heads will prevail. We'll figure this out and we can get oil coming back down at the pump. Now, for people that are in US energy and oil and gas, then hey, that's usually a good thing. Prices are up. But I wanted to just mention that stuff. But hey, what does all this mean for you guys? What does all this mean for the select families that we serve? At the end of the day, we want to have strategies that are evergreen. We want to continue to produce good income. We want to make sure we're not just relying on the market. The market has been incredible the last 2.5 years. But we always talk about this. It's not always going to be up double digits. We're not going to be hitting new highs every single year or every other month like what we've done for the last 2.5 years. Make sure you're comfortable with your current risk level and your allocation. It's a perfect time for rebalancing portfolios. A lot of our team is on that and taking a look if you've got heavy individual stock positions. Some of those are up. Maybe you take some of those chips off the table. Some of them are down. You stay put. But anytime you guys want to have that conversation, we are here. We're available. I want you to know that we continue to grow. We continue to bring in more people to help serve our existing families even better and to help provide a better client experience. And we're committed to that. And I want to make sure you guys are getting the attention that you need. I know we've walked a lot of people through the IHC paperwork. We're wrapping that up. Hopefully we'll have some resolution on that by the end of the year. I just wanted to mention that. I know our team has been super busy with that this week. And so I just want to tell you, we're here for you guys. If you need us, give us a call. It's an excellent time to get together and make sure everything's doing exactly what it should be doing in terms of the risk, in terms of the income, and making sure that you're diversified across different assets, aren't all correlated to the market. And told us to one of my clients, or one of the families actually, that we were meeting with last week. I said, hey, if we're meeting with you and there's not one thing that you're not unhappy about, then we probably haven't done a great job with diversification. And he just started laughing. He said, Brian, that's a good one. And I said, no, I'm serious, Tony. You should be diversified where at any given point, there's something that you're not happy with in your portfolio. happens, everything was doing pretty well, but that's true diversification. So I just wanted to mention that before I sign off and go through the birthdays here. I hope everybody has a super fantastic weekend. And let me jump into the birthdays so I don't get too long winded here on this beautiful Friday. Here we go. We got a bunch. Daryl A, Della S, J. Scott M, Leo Lois T, Michaela H, Natalie Y, Robert B, Tom G, Matt R, Song Tao L, Tamara P, Adam K, Hannah, Jason P, Joe L, Kimball S, Rodney C, Brad R, Lee W, Kyle Jill S, Kathleen S, Nanda S, Nola B. We only have 2 today. John W and Merle S, and 2 tomorrow. Jeremy A and Michael B. I hope you guys have a super fantastic birthday and got to celebrate in style. Until next week, guys, God bless and take care. Bye-bye.